Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your JAYFLIGHT 32 BHDS travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, and get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A few things to take into consideration. Your awning, make sure you leave plenty of room for that to come out. And your slide. Got a couple slides here on your off campsite. Leave plenty of room for them to come in and out unhindered, and leave yourself a walking path. You need this walking path because you want to know where all your power and water connections are. Yours are right behind the tire on the driver's side of your tow vehicle, power and water connection. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you've arrived, first thing you do is unhook your hitch. Power tongue jack will help you with that. You do have a docking light should you arrive at night. Simply raise or lower the unit until you've got it level. You do have a manual override right there for that hand crank, so it gets this up and down if you don't have power. Speaking of power, check your battery posts when you arrive. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose on you going down the road. Once you've got our unit level, make sure you do is stabilize it. All four corners of the unit are stabilizing jacks, 3/4 inch hand crank. Simply put that on, crank these down. As they come down, I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Going to keep them from sinking into the ground. Use your 10% off coupon, pick up a 4-pack of those. Put them down underneath these and run these down just until they're taut. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. Once you have any type of resistance on your hand crank, go ahead and stop. Put down your jack pads, run all 4 of those down, get your unit level and stable. Now we can hook up our power and water. Again, over on your off campsite. Slides are already deployed, excuse me. In between your slides is your whole docking station area. So your power cord, 30 amp service, stores conveniently inside here. At the end of that 30 amp, should you need to plug in a home, there's a 30 to 110 adapter. Comes in your convenience pack. You got your power hooked up. Let's go ahead and hook up our water. Jayco makes it easy. No buttons to turn, just your city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting water into your unit. Hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Right above here is your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point, making sure our drain plug's back on. You may have left it out last time you were camping. Go ahead and get that on there nice and snug. Once that's in there tight, you can go ahead and turn on your hose. Now go inside and open up your hot water tap. Once water is coming out of there, you know the air is out of the lines and your hot water heater is full, and you can go ahead and turn on your hot water heater from indoors. Let's say you're going to go camping. You're not going to use city water. You're going to use potable water. Well, let's go find your fresh water tank. So over here on your campsite, just left of your entry doorway, is your potable or fresh water tank. Simply fill this up with a hose. No need to use a water pressure regulator. 2 ways to tell when it's full. There's an overflow valve right here, or 2 on the inside where you check the levels of your tanks, just press your fresh water button down and that'll tell you when this is full. Just remember, when using potable water or fresh water is when you're going to want to use your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked up to city water, it's already pressurized. All right, we're plugged in with power and water, we're all set to camp. I'm going to go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit. I'm going to start up front on here, on your camp side. You pass through storage with all of your hitch work. Leveling jack. Your awning, haven't ran it all the way out yet, but just about, has a pitch point. Let me show you from this side where you can read it. If it's raining, simply pull down on that, all the rain will come down to this end. You can do the same on the other end. 3 load point drains. 1, 2, and then those 2 right there, hot and cold. 110 cable and a TV hookup. Now this would be in your storage area under your bed. With this clamp, simply hook a TV on here, clamp that on, and you have outdoor TV. Fresh water. Your outdoor kitchen. Simply pull this out, get up underneath here, quick connect there to there. The hose is up in here. You have lighting back here. 1-touch lighting as well. Electric fridge and a drawer. Ladder, utilize it. Go up there a couple times a year and check your seams. Caulk as needed, maintain your roof, add to the longevity of this trailer. Your spare tire has a cover. It's also prepped for a Furion backup camera. Device you can purchase from our store that sits on the dash of your tow vehicle. Connects to this and gives you a backup camera for the unit. Slides. The only thing I want to mention on your slides, your wipers here, you want to keep them pliable over the years, keep them from cracking and rotting. They have a liquid that you can spray on these. Pick up a can of that from our store. Cable inlet. The campsite. Coming back over here again. Black tank flush, we'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. Hot water heater, your power, an outdoor shower, city water connect, and this is a flue for your furnace. If you run your furnace, don't touch that, it'll get rather hot. And here's our dumps. Come around the front of your off campsite over here, just the other side of your pass-through storage. The propane does have a cover and a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using, lefty loosey to open. Hitch work, a night docking light. And that about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look inside your unit. I did want you to hear that. If you hear that, it sounds like a grinding noise. Don't worry, it's not a grinding. It's how the slide tells itself to stop going in. Doesn't hurt to hear it for a couple seconds. As you exit your unit, make sure you open your exterior door all the way, otherwise this will catch on it. Lift your door up, grab this little blue thing, pull it back, and lock your door in there. Lock and deadbolt your exterior door, lift and turn your handle. That is ready for travel. Unhook our cable and water and our power. Once that's all unhooked, start dumping low point drains. If you're using potable water, that'll be those. City water, dump both of those. Gonna head back around to our off campsite. We're gonna bring up all of our stabilizing jacks. It's a little easier to get to now. We're gonna open up our hot water heater. We're gonna lift up on this pressure release valve. Now it's gonna spew a bunch of water out of there. Steer clear, we'll be hot. Once that's done, push this handle back down, otherwise this won't close. Then you can pull your drain down here. Got all our drains pulled. Leveling jacks are up. We'll go ahead and hook up our hitch and head up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be behind your tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. 10-foot hose, so just park pretty close here. get up underneath here, hook this hose up, and pull your black handle. Now once it sounds like that's no longer draining, we're going to leave that black handle open. Again with your water pressure regulator. Hook up the hose at the dump station here and let it run for a good 5 minutes. Remember, with the handle open. It's going to wash out your black tank, get rid of all that nastiness. Go ahead and shut that hose off. Close that handle, unhook this hose, and come back here to my gray tank. Hook up the hose and dump the same way. No tank flush on this one. It's going to be a cleaner water. It's your sinks and your showers. I will mention we do have bigger, stronger, longer sewage hoses that actually have a Y or T hookup. And you can hook these both up at the same time. Just remember, pull your black tank first. After your gray tank is done, take this sewage hose and conveniently and sanitarily store it right here in your bumper. Again, so thank you guys so much for your purchase of this Jayco. Hope you enjoy it for many years to come. Happy camping. Now coming up into your unit, first thing I like to point out is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. Just in front of that, on your kitchenette area here, is your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. Now the reason I mentioned that's 12 volt is always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, nothing plugged in charging your battery, disconnect one of your battery posts to keep this from running your battery down. Up here on the wall immediately to your left as you come in is your control panel. Exterior and interior lighting. Your brand new battery. Here you keep an eye on all your levels. Your fresh tank, that's why I said your fresh water, you can hold that down when filling it up and it'll tell you when that's full. Black and gray tanks. Here's where you turn on your water pump if using potable or fresh water. Water heater hooked up to gas. Water heater hooked up to electric. Your awning. I'll run that the rest of the way out. Sorry about the noise from the dump truck. You just want to run that out until that flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see that black bar, and you know you're out far enough. To the right of that is your slide control. We'll run that awning back in here real quick. Again, sorry for the backing up dump truck. Awning back out. You shut off your awning lights. Come around the rest of the unit. A self-explanatory microwave. You have a fan and a light. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light. As you turn it to light, you'll see it turn red. Hit your spark here, and there's your flame. Same thing on the oven. Turn it to light, hit the spark here, and then set it to the desired temperature. Click this down for a oven light. No need for a pilot light anymore. Breaker box of fuses. A handful of 15s, a couple 40s. Highly recommend having some of those with you when you go camping. Your Nordic cold fridge. Turn it on over here to the right. So whatever's white is what it's controlling. Here's the freezer. Here's the fridge. We usually set the fridge at 3, freezer at 5. Over here we can change those. All the way to the right is a night mode. That tells the fridge you're not going to be opening or closing it as much. Save me some power, and it does so. Coming back here in the hallway to your thermostat. Turn that on and we will crank the air up. There's your AC, which I'd like to keep it on. Shut that off. Notice the AC shuts off rather quick. We can go to furnace. Here's where you change your temperatures. There's the furnace on. Now I shut the furnace off. You'll notice the furnace takes a little bit longer to shut off than the AC unit does. The fan runs longer. There's an access panel to the back of your shower here. One touch lighting. Oh, here's your lighting. So what I mentioned in here is where your 110 with GFC RV set's at. You do have a manual crank open exhaust fan in here. Come back into your bunk area. You can open and close this slide back here. Your ladder does kick out to be able to get on the top bunk. Of course, you know this bunk lifts up on the hydraulics, and you can lay that whole thing down as a bed here as well. Most of this lighting back here is one touch. There we go. Your table, of course, you know, will fold down. Set it on these wooden lips here. Remove your back cushions and make a table there. Over here, these are removable. Heat, massage, and light. You have to clip them in there. Your sound system. Turn that on. See if you can pick up anything in here. Probably not. Anyway, whatever's blue here is on. So indoor speakers, outdoor speakers. Shut them off indoors. Turn them on outdoors. Nobody wants to hear static. AM, FM, DVD, CD player, which hooks up to your TV should you decide to get one. This TV stand, as you come into the bedroom here, trying a little more lights. Unclamp that. Unclamp this. That gives your bedroom this big mirror, which in turn, by pulling up on this here lever here, you can swing the TV inside and swing the mirror out. This is a template for wiring it for solar. Leave that on there. If you ever decide to wire this for solar, that's for the techs to know where everything's at. Your lighting in here is over here, except for up underneath the bed. That is individual. Down here, 110 and charging station. Underneath your bed, access to your storage. So it's like you're getting ready to leave the campsite now. First thing you want to do is secure your doors. Make sure that both your bedroom doors are pulled back and snapped open. Close all doors and drawers. Make sure nothing's in the way, especially this door here. Make sure nothing's going to get in the way of these slides coming in. Before bringing the slides in, I like to come up here and shut off my interior lighting. So I try to shut that off and mute. If you touch it, it's mute. If you hold it in, it shuts it off. So once I've shut off my main lighting, I can go through and see all the individual lighting that I need to shut off. Quite a bit of it. Make sure you lock this door. I've got all the lighting off except for the bedroom. One more. Once I've done that, I can come back over here and turn on my interior lights. We're going to go back here to the bunk area. Again, make sure all your doors and drawers are closed in here. We'll turn on this light to help us here. And we're just going to hit in. So hit in. Slides come in rather quickly. Shift up. Come out here. Oh, let's shut that light back off. Didn't have to have that on. I just wanted you to see what was going on there. And then come up here and hit slide in. Again, make sure all doors and drawers are closed, everything's secure.